Hello guys, my name is Abhinav. This is my R15 V3 and today let's talk about some performance upgrades that I plan to make to this motorcycle. Now, this motorcycle is a fairly quick bike in its own right. In the stock trim, it goes up to 158 kilometers an hour, at least with my weight, and I'm not a particularly light guy. With riding gear on, I weigh about 88 kilos. Now, why do I want to increase the performance of this bike? Well, it's quite simple. I plan to take this bike to the racetrack. I'm not a competitive rider. I'm just like every one of you guys. I just want to improve my riding skills. I ride a bigger bike. I have a Triumph Street Triple 675, and I thought that in order for me to get better at riding that, let me start by honing my skills on a smaller motorcycle. Now, if I drop this motorcycle at the racetrack, the damages would not be that severe. It wouldn't be very expensive, and I can still repair it and learn. If I drop the 675, we are looking at a couple of lakhs at least. So that was the idea behind getting this motorcycle. Now, I told you this bike does 158 kilometers stock. The first thing that I did on this bike, I put in a set of Metzeler tires because sticky tires just help you gain a lot more confidence. They make the bike stable, it grips well in corners, and along with that, I also upgraded the brakes of the bike. I am running a radially mounted master cylinder. I have a steel braided brake line up front, and I also have Brembo sintered brake pads. Now the motorcycle stops better, it has a lot more grip, but the engine could do with a bit more performance. So Yamaha India is offering us the Daytona full system exhaust. I got that exhaust on the bike, but once you put that exhaust on your bike, the warranty is void. By the way, whatever that I'm doing on my motorcycle, clearly my bike is not uh, gonna be honored by Yamaha under warranty because I'm making severe changes to the bike. So I got the Daytona exhaust. It gave me a bit of acceleration, better acceleration, but the motorcycle now tops out at about 151 kilometers an hour. I thought that this motorcycle requires an ECU reflash, a new map, but Yamaha India does not provide one. So what do we do then? I googled, I searched, I spoke to a few people, and I decided after gaining a bit of knowledge on this that I will go in for a new ECU completely. There is a company called Juken. It's based in Indonesia, and I got in touch with a page on Facebook, and through that I uh, got in touch with these guys. They're called IWS Motorsport. They're based out of Indonesia, and I asked them to send me an ECU. Now they recommended that don't just go in for an ECU, also go in for a camshaft. Now what that camshaft would do is a camshaft controls your valves, which are located on the engine head. Now, the cam is responsible for how long the valve will open and how much of air is gonna get into your engine. So, the more a valve opens, the better the combustion and more power is produced. So to say, in very layman speak. Now, the camshaft operates valve springs, which are located under the valves, which open the valve and close it. So, along with the ECU, by the way, the ECU is going to increase the rev limit of this motorcycle. Right now, I think it's about 11,000 RPM. The motorcycle will now easily rev up to about 13,500 RPM in every single gear. I'm not sure if it has enough power to reach that kind of revs in the sixth gear, but definitely it will be in the fifth. So um, I ordered the I ordered the ECU, I ordered the camshaft, I ordered valve springs. Along with that, they also told me that it would be better if I also order a tuning cable for the ECU in case I want to tune this motorcycle further, and I also got a racing coil from them, which again results in better combustion, better spark. So it increases the efficiency of the whole process a bit. This is the camshaft that will go in the motorcycle. They've given me a few stickers along with it. The camshaft and the ECU together. Now this ECU and this camshaft together, they cost me $175. That's about 12,200 rupees. These are the four valve springs. It says Yamaha genuine parts, so I'm not sure if these springs are different than the ones on the motorcycle that I have. I'm not too sure, but these were about $35. That's about 2,440 rupees if we go by today's exchange rate. This is the ECU programmer. This cable you connect it to your computer and you connect it to the ECU and you can tune the ECU. This is again $35, so that's 2,440 rupees again. And this is the Kawahara racing coil. Again, better combustion. And this is also about $35. So that's 2,400 rupees again. Okay, so getting the ECU and the camshaft along with valve springs, racing coil, ECU tuning cable, the total comes out to be $280. That's about 19,500 rupees. Now, because the parts are for 19,500 rupees, remember this, shipping anything to India also costs money. So I had to pay $58 to get all of these parts shipped to me. Now that's about 4,045 rupees. So the parts and the shipping, they cost about 23,000 rupees in total. But remember this, whenever you're importing something, you will also have to pay a custom duty on it. And in India, customs duty is about 42%. So if everything costs 19,500 rupees, we're not going to include the shipping cost here right now. 42% custom duty on that would be 8,200 rupees. So the total comes out to be about 27,700 rupees plus 4,000 rupees for shipping. So all of these parts, I paid about 32,000 rupees for them. Now that's a lot of money. So, and what exactly will this do? This will probably give me an additional 3 horsepower coupled with a performance air filter and an iridium spark plug and the full system exhaust that I have, maybe at best, let's say 4 horsepower. So I'm doing this because this is just a fun project. Wait for me to install all of these parts on the motorcycle. Once I do that and once I test it a bit and let's see if it's even reliable, who knows if all of this will give me anything. So I'm gonna do that next Monday. I will take my motorcycle to Speed Monks in Gurgaon. It's a superbike workshop, one of the finest that I know. Now, these guys are good friends, so they have agreed to work on my motorcycle over there. They usually don't do small bikes. I put this project on the shelf for a while, but now that I'm reviving it, let me tell you what I got for this bike from Thailand. Well, now this is a cosmetic part mostly. Since you know that I've got golden wheels on my motorcycle, I picked out a rear sprocket. This is golden in color. and I paid 1490 Thai baht for it, which turns out to be about 3300 rupees. Also got a racetrack only fuel filler cap, which there is no lock in this. And since my motorcycle only gets parked at home, uh, I don't use it to commute. I just ride it on a Sunday morning and I park it again at home. So it's pretty safe. I don't fear somebody stealing this or fuel from my motorcycle. So I got me one of these. So this comes for about 890 Thai baht, which is about 2000 rupees. Alright guys, I also got an air filter from Thailand. This along with its fluid. This is the air filter that I got. Um, in India, you can only put a K&N universal air filter in it. So this is something that is very popular in Thailand on this bike. So I got this and I paid 1190 Thai baht for it, which is about 2600 rupees. Okay. I also got a tail tidy. I already am running a tail tidy, but I just picked one more just in case. So this is about 2000 rupees again. I got a golden chain. Now this is about 890 Thai baht, which is about 2000 rupees. So this is again, these are cosmetic bits right now, apart from the air filter. I got flush mounted indicators up front. On my motorcycle I'm running KTM indicators, but I thought that these flush mounted would look better. So we're gonna install them here soon, next Monday. I got a beautiful clutch lever, if you can see here. How much did I pay for it? This is 1290 Thai baht. That's about 2800 Indian rupees. I know these parts are expensive. I paid a lot of money, and to most this wouldn't even make any sense because this is not an economical project to begin with. But just look at this beautiful thing. So this is gonna go on the motorcycle. Along with that, I got a new set of grips. These aren't very expensive, about 1200 rupees or so. I also got a steering damper for the motorcycle. This is by a company called Racing Boy. However, I will not be able to install it to my bike because the adapter for the steering damper that he sold me, these are for the upside down forks that come in the international model of this motorcycle. It's a beautiful damper by a company called RCB. So what it does is it reduces the chances of a tank slapper. So you're in a you just wheelied your motorcycle, let's say, and you come down hard, and your motorcycle handle it just snaps back and forth. So this reduces the speed of the handlebar movement, so it's safer. I also got a brake caliper mount, which is not here. It's lying at speed marks along with my new brake caliper. I got a 4-pot brake caliper for the bike. It's by a brand known as Adeline, of which I'm running a master cylinder. It's a pretty heavy duty caliper, and I hope with all these mods it'll help my motorcycle stop because I'm hoping this motorcycle will be slightly fast. Now, how much did I spend on these parts? Oh yes, I also got, before you forget, I got a double bubble fly screen. I already have a clear double bubble screen on my bike. However, I don't like the aesthetics of it. It's quite functional, but the curve is something which I don't like. So this is slightly flatter, and I liked it, so I picked it up. I paid about 1,000 Thai baht for it, so that's about 2,200 rupees. Um, I also got an iridium spark plug, which is better than the regular. So I paid 590 Thai baht for it. That's about 1,300 Indian rupees. And he also sold me a fuel injector. Now he said that this is slightly bigger than the one that's on the motorcycle right now. So um, I'm not sure how exactly this will help. Um, but we'll find out when we speak to Atul at Speed Monks on Monday, next Monday. Today is the 7th of January. So we'll speak to him and we'll try to install everything on the bike. Now let me just tell you how much I paid for everything in Thailand. I paid a total of 12,800 Thai baht. That turns out to be about 28,000 rupees. So if you include, uh, by the way, I hand carried all of these in my luggage and I did not have to pay any duty on them. So if you factor in everything, I've paid about 60,000 rupees for all these mods. So let's see. Let's install them on the bike and let's see if the bike is any better. Hopefully it will be, and stay tuned. I think I'll take about 2 weeks to get everything on video and install these parts and share that video with you. Thank you for your time. I'm Abhinav, signing off. Bye bye.